Some chases begin with flashing lights. Others begin with one bad decision. Tonight, speed takes over. Traffic becomes unpredictable, and every passing second raises the stakes. These are the most dangerous high-speed police chases ever caught on Dashcam, and some endings are impossible to predict.
Perfect, you won. I got stakes up perfect line in College Prairie.
Copy that. We're coming up to the...
A stolen box truck after midnight creates a problem most traffic stops never have to solve. It is heavier, less predictable under hard steering, and far more difficult to stop safely once the driver decides to flee.
Good stick and another deputy.
Another deputy was good.
Local unit number 3 monitoring. Come on, let me fly.
Deputies stayed with the truck and made several PIT attempts. With a vehicle this large, timing matters. A poorly placed maneuver could turn one dangerous vehicle into a much larger road hazard.
Oh, there we go. Correct.
Yeah, we got to move up.
When the truck finally left the roadway, the situation changed immediately. Smoke began building with 2 occupants still inside. Deputies broke through the windshield and helped them out. The most important part of this response was not simply ending the pursuit, it was recognizing when enforcement had become rescue.
And the truck's starting to burn. Hey, put some light on here. Get back. Get away from the windshield, dumbass. Come on. I don't know. No. Get out.
Get out now. Crawl out. On your head. Put your hands on your head. On your head.
Now you're gonna burn. Let's go.
When I have another body, get him out.
Get out.
Not burning, is it?
I don't think so. I think it's just steam from dew and stuff.
I just looked up and I was like, oh.
Just saw a bunch of smoke.
What a powerful tool, and saves a ton of collateral and cleanup. I wonder how easily it can be cut. I imagine a 1-ton dually caught by that would be able to win the tug-of-war, but I guess it depends if the grappler is mounted on a proper body-on-frame SUV.
Charlie Henry 6876.
A vehicle reportedly tied to an armed robbery sounds like the beginning of a dangerous pursuit. Yet when Atlanta officers found this one on February 1st, the driver initially stopped. That calm opening made what happened next even more unpredictable. Seconds later, the vehicle fled, and ACE unit officers took over the chase. The officer eventually used a PIT to bring the moving threat to an end. What I find interesting here is the contrast between chaos and control. The vehicle rolled, But officers could not simply rush into one problem and ignore everything else. After a pursuit ends violently enough to disable the car, the scene can still change faster than the officers can physically move.
Do not rush. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
And it did. One suspect exited the overturned vehicle and immediately climbed over a fence. Instead of surrender following the crash, officers suddenly had another escape attempt to deal with. They quickly found the runner, while the second suspect was detained at the vehicle. Both men were later identified by police as Datavius Waller and Juwan McKinnon. The strange twist here is that the vehicle gave up before one of its occupants did.
I had run up to the police at 34 years old.
Hands up! Hands up!
What looked like a parked car at a car wash changed in seconds. Police were looking for a woman suspected of robbing an elderly victim, but once officers located the vehicle, she reversed away and fled. The bigger concern came when the pursuit reached the highway. Now, every additional mile meant more exposure for surrounding traffic. Atlanta's ACE officers eventually used a PIT maneuver, spinning the vehicle into the median barrier and bringing the chase to a controlled stop. But the driver still wasn't finished. She reportedly tried to run after the crash only to be apprehended moments later. What stands out here is the timing. Officers turned a moving public safety threat into a much smaller containment problem within seconds. The grappler changed everything in seconds. One clean deployment stopped the chase without a high-speed PIT, giving officers control of a dangerous situation. Smart timing, smart equipment. Drop a 1 in the comments if our video blew your mind. Your support fuels our creative fire. On June 17th, 2026, a routine tag check on I-40 quickly turned into a dangerous situation. Trooper Collier Wright stopped a black Mercedes C300 after its Mississippi plate failed to return any vehicle information. As he approached, Wright noticed something had been thrown from the passenger window. Instead of ignoring it, he checked the shoulder and found a Ruger LC9S handgun. As officers prepared for a felony traffic stop, driver Ronnie Hudson suddenly took off. The Mercedes pushed past 100 miles per hour, over 161 kilometers per hour, weaving through traffic, using the shoulder, and at one point passing within roughly 13 feet of a pedestrian. Near exit 10, Hudson exited at almost 110 miles per hour, about 177 kilometers per hour, narrowly missed an SUV and lost control. The danger peaked when the Mercedes ended up facing the wrong way on I-40 and accelerated directly against traffic. Seconds later, it slammed head-on into a semi-truck before being knocked backward into Sergeant Stephen Roberts' patrol vehicle. Hudson was taken into custody without further incident, and the handgun was recovered. What stands out here is not a dramatic PIT maneuver or flashy pursuit tactic. It is the trooper's attention to detail. One small object tossed into the grass helped officers identify a serious threat before the situation escalated even further.
Oh, I just want to make sure you're not going anywhere.
Why? I got a driver's license. I'm legal.
Okay.
Insurance, everything.
But William, with what I just walked up on, I want to know what's going on.
I want them to leave.
Okay. I mean, that's what you were doing when I pulled up. You were walking away.
I don't know what was said.
Well, I mean, you were there. Why did they shut your electricity off?
Because I'm paid.
A welfare check that seemed like it would take only a few minutes suddenly turned into a situation no deputy ever wants to face. Officers did not arrive to arrest William Boardman. They were simply trying to determine whether he was safe. But when Boardman left, refused to cooperate, and suddenly accelerated with a deputy still clinging to the outside of his pickup, the mission instantly shifted from assistance to survival.
Oh my God.
Stop it right now! Stop it right now! Stop it right now! I swear to God! Stop it! God damn it! Stop it!
The most alarming moment came when the truck moved into oncoming traffic while the deputy had almost no safe way to escape. At highway speeds, one hard turn or collision could have endangered not only the officer, but innocent drivers who had nothing to do with the incident.
God damn it! He took off with me on the vehicle, refused to stop. We had a 1050 here, he hit 20's vehicle.
Shots fired?
Shots fired, dude.
Did you call shots fired?
Yes. I don't know if they heard it. Yeah, they got it.
Did you get EMS?
The encounter ended tragically, but it highlights an often overlooked reality. Calls that appear non-emergency can sometimes become the most unpredictable. Officers must balance de-escalation with recognizing the exact moment when a conversation has turned into a dangerous situation.
Do you have gauze? Something.
I have nothing. Sorry, sir, we need EMS here, stat. Come on, dude. Come on. Got anything? You can't get in your trunk?
I can't get in the rear of my vehicle.
Here, it's gotta be something we can stuff it. Here, help me pull him out. Christ.
He's shooting over right shoulder. Traffic connection is gonna be in white. Still right shoulder. Send over me again, approaching Cascade. Intermediate.
How much worse can one decision to run become? Jarrett Sharp was already wanted when Cobb County Police began chasing him on I-285. Then, according to police, he rammed a cruiser and kept going. Atlanta's ACE unit stepped in and delivered a well-timed PIT, finally stopping the car. But Sharp still wasn't finished. He ran into the wooded area beside the highway before officers used a taser and ended the escape. What a rapid escalation.
Black male, no shirt, in the woods. Wishbone, 20 feet.
Do not move. I got him. He clear.
Alright, 56. One is closer, he's black male.
This was more than a 100-mile-per-hour traffic stop. Police soon learned the SUV was stolen, and the driver had already escaped another pursuit earlier that night.
201 is the private land place. Pulling up to the house now. Copy, coming back out, 841 copy.
Spike strips damaged the tires, giving a PIT-certified trooper a chance to intervene. But the driver kept going, struck patrol vehicles, and entered opposing traffic before officers finally boxed him in.
40. Copy, 40 miles. State Patrol has spikes at 93 and through. I don't know if you had him in the ditch or not.
Passing 93 and double H Henry.
I didn't copy that. 777 going in.
I have a good pit. He's going southbound now.
Absolute mouth.
You gotta get.
663 is gonna pit.
Yeah, perfect.
70 miles per hour. Traffic flight.
And then comes the irony. I love how he does all of that, and then thinks the officers are the unreasonable ones for pulling him out of the window.
Now, speeds are 40. Stage is pitted. Ram me, that motherfucker. He just rammed me. Coming back south.
7-7, right?
Yep.
Okay. Copy, you got a good hit. Vehicle back southbound.
Southbound, wrong
Copy,
way.
southbound, in the wrong lane of traffic.
I'm not sure.
Eau Claire County.
To the correct side of 93, still going southbound. Copy, southbound 93. 77, still up. Transport.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
Let me see your hands.
The chase ended in custody. Later, he received 5 years in state prison and 5 years of extended supervision. One night of running had become a multi-county pursuit with consequences lasting a decade.
You're coming out. Come on. Yeah, all right. I'll open the door. You ain't gonna be able to get out through the door. All right. Get out. I'll get out, man. Come on, man. You ain't gotta be so rough, bro. Come on. Get out. Get out of the vehicle. Get out. All right, I will. Sir.
Dude, you're gonna get tased. Get the fuck out of the car.
Get out. I'm going to get tased if you don't get out of the car. I'm trying to get out. Well, get down.
Then get out of the car.
Jeez, who the f think you are, bro?
The one that started the pursuit. Get out of the car.
All right, I'll get out. Put it down, bro.
Do it now.
Bro, I will come out.
Do it now. This isn't on you time. This is right now.
Get out, bro. Get out. I will, sir. But I don't need to be yanked to the concrete.
Get out of the car.
Bro. God damn it, now it is.
What the?
This pursuit became more dangerous with every turn. Richardson reached 100 miles per hour, 161 kilometers per hour, through a construction zone, crossed into oncoming traffic, and, according to deputies, intentionally rammed a patrol vehicle at least twice. For anyone familiar with the Mechanipe area, the decision to run makes even less sense. US 441 is surrounded by long, open stretches of road with very few realistic escape options.
We're coming up to 441 now. He's in the wrong lane of traffic. Through the median. We're at 70. Heading toward Marion County, he's flipping me off.
Law enforcement also had to keep adapting. The first PIT spun the Suburban out, but Richardson managed to take off again. Stop sticks were unsuccessful as well. Finally, a second PIT created the opening officers needed. FHP and deputies moved in with a box-in, trapping the SUV and bringing the 10-minute pursuit to an end.
FHP is coming back up on me.
He ran me. He's running. Sticks deployed. We missed him. Traffic. In the northbound lane at this time. They could get in the area unit or make a mutual aid request in the county for the area unit. Alright, we're coming through the intersection. And it's trying to make another loop. Go ahead.
But the most frustrating part may be Richardson's history. He was already on probation for DUI and fleeing and eluding, yet authorities say he was now involved in remarkably similar conduct again. Cases like this raise a serious question. Should repeat offenders who commit the same dangerous offense while already on probation face mandatory enhanced sentences? When someone receives another chance and then allegedly repeats the same behavior while putting officers and the public at risk, the debate is no longer just about one police chase. It becomes a debate about how the justice system should handle repeat offenders. This chase was dangerous long before the speedometer hit 120 miles per hour. According to investigators, the driver had already been accused of assaulting and holding his wife against her will. When deputies reached the Circle K, he took off, and suddenly the problem moved onto I-95.
Copy 268.
The victim. Alicia, what's your status? They catch up, let them take over.
At nearly 120 miles per hour, or 193 kilometers per hour, traffic was getting heavier. Backup was stretched across county lines, and then the pursuit developed an even bigger problem. Officers began losing radio communication. That meant fewer updates, less coordination, and almost no margin for error if the driver suddenly stopped or bailed out.
Exit right now. I'll let you know which direction it goes.
Copy.
Then came the detail that changed the urgency. Police believed he could be heading toward an address where his one-year-old child was located. Florida Highway Patrol moved to end it before the risk grew any further. A PIT attempt finally brought the vehicle under control. After miles of speed, broken communication, and uncertainty, the suspect surrendered during a high-risk stop.
Get out the car! Hands up!
Hands up! Get out the car!
Put your hands on your head! Start walking back towards us!
Walk him over here.
Walk to your left. Walk to your left.
For me, the most impressive part is not the speed. It is how quickly this pursuit went from a domestic call to a multi-agency tactical problem, and how one well-timed intervention prevented it from becoming even more complicated.
Can we get him up? We moving up? There's someone coming. Got it. Thank you.
Not the right side. Watch the front side.
Hit it back door. Clear. Clear back seat. Clear front seat.
Oh, pop trunk.
On June 9th, 2025, officers in Palm Beach, Florida, clocked a gray Range Rover at 90 miles per hour on I-95. The driver initially pulled toward the median, but the stop did not last long. The Range Rover accelerated back into traffic, weaving across I-95 and even leaving the roadway before returning. Then its left rear tire blew out. Despite the damage, the driver kept going through North Shore Drive and a shopping area near Walmart.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
The chase ended near Australian Avenue when the Range Rover struck another vehicle. Officers ordered the driver, Oddly Alfred, out of the SUV and took him into custody without further resistance.
Walk back towards me. Do not look at me. Walk back. Walk back. Walk back. On your knees. On your knees. Get back.
Police said a search uncovered more than 20 grams of marijuana, cocaine, and packaging materials. Alfred later faced multiple drug-related and additional charges. A 90-mile-per-hour traffic violation had turned into a pursuit, a damaged SUV, a collision, and a much more serious arrest.
He's 10-15 at work.
If this chase kept you watching, hit like and subscribe to FlashMoment. Tell us in the comments which decision changed the pursuit the most. And stay close, because the next episode brings even faster chases, sharper tactics, and endings you won't see coming.